is here upon us, and we have very exciting matches for you people. And I've taken time to carefully analyze 8 matches, and these matches give a total of 6 plus odds. And what I would advise you is, of course, you can play it as it is, you can put something small on it. But what I usually encourage is feel free to edit. You can edit out the matches you are comfortable with and go with the ones you want to and and further make it better. And the interesting thing about this Europa League is it's at a stage where most of these matches are predictable, much more predictable than how they were a couple of weeks ago. And without wasting time, let's get into it. The very first match is AS Roma and Brighton. And to understand the prediction, we need to check AS Roma at home. 5 matches played, and AS Roma has only lost 1 game at home. It's interesting that since their new coach came in, they've been doing very, very well. And the only team they lost to was Inter Milan. And Inter Milan is currently the number one team in the league. You expand further to 10 games, and they haven't lost any. They've lost just once in 10 matches to the top placed team. You expand further to 15 matches, and it's only one loss in 15 games. You expand again to 20 games, and they've only lost 2 times in 20 matches. And the team they lost to was in September. So between September and this period, September and March, Roma has only lost twice the whole season at home. This is a strong team. And during this period, they've played teams in the Europa League, lots of teams in the Europa League, and they have either beaten them or drawn. So against this Brighton team, that 5 matches they've played, they've lost 4 and won once. You expand further to 10 matches, and they've only won 3 games away from home. This should be an exciting match for Roma to win or draw in 90 minutes, right? It's a game they should win or draw. So we are very convinced that this is a game that AS Roma will win or draw in 90 minutes. Brighton is strong, but away from home, Brighton has not been very good. Like, they've not been very strong. AS Roma, with the likes of Lukaku and the other players, should comfortably win or draw this game. So what we are predicting is simple. We are double chancing Roma to win or draw at odds of 1.35. The next game is a game involving Qarabag and Bayern Leverkusen. It's a game that has given me quite some headache. Now, Bayern Leverkusen is doing very well in their league. In fact, they're on course to win in their league. And the only thing I was worried about was, given that this is a Europa League, are they going to bench their best players and rather focus on the league? The answer is no. They already are doing well in the league. They are 10 points ahead of the second place team. And I think they will definitely want to have a go at this Europa League and see if they can win the Europa League in addition to their league. So I don't think this is a game Bayern Leverkusen is going to bench their best players. I don't think this is a game that they will, go in lightly. It's interesting that their last 5 matches, they haven't lost a single game. You expand further to 15 matches away from home, and they haven't lost a single game away from home. You expand further to 15 matches, and they haven't lost a single game away from home. You expand again to 20 games, and the last time they lost a game was a club-friendly game, and that was in July. Isn't that crazy, guys? That was in July. So what I'm predicting, I was tempted to go for over 1.5 goals, but what if Bayern Leverkusen beat them by just 1-0? So I'm convinced that this is a game Leverkusen will win in 90 minutes. So I'm going for an outright victory for Bayern Leverkusen at odds of 1.38. The next game we have is a game involving Sparta Prague and Liverpool. You guys already know that Liverpool is very, very focused on winning the league. I think that's Jurgen Klopp's number one priority right now. Every other thing is secondary at the moment. Every other thing is secondary. He's not a big fan of the Europa League, to be honest with you. So for this game, I wouldn't play them Liverpool straight win. They might win, but I don't think they'll be very focused on this game, and that's why they haven't been doing well whenever they play these matches away from home. When they play the Europa League away from home, they don't do well. For example, they lost to Real Union away from home. So, and against this Sparta Prague team that has been very formidable, look at them. They haven't lost a single game in 5 matches at home. 10 games, they haven't lost a single game. So, I'm playing Liverpool to score over zero point 0.5 goals in 90 minutes. So I'm going for Liverpool to score over zero point 0.5 goals in 90 minutes, because when you check their last 5 away matches, they've scored in every one of their last 5 away matches. You expand to 10 games and they have scored in every one of their last 10 away games. So Liverpool to score over zero point 0.5 goals at odds of 1.16. The next fixture is a game involving AC Milan and Slavia Prague. AC Milan at home, they've been impressive. They haven't lost a single game in 5 matches. You expand to 15 games and they've only lost once. And that loss came in a Coppa Italia, right? They weren't really interested in this cup competition, to be honest. And they lost to a strong team. They didn't just lose to any sort of team, they lost to a strong team. You expand again to 15 games and they've lost 3 times at home, but mostly in the Champions League and to teams like Juventus, teams that are stronger than them. So my point is the Europa League seems to be a competition that AC Milan is levels ahead of. Right. So that was why when they played Rennes in this stadium, they were able to dismantle Rennes. And the strength of the Italian league is higher than the strength of this Slavia Prague league, wherever Slavia Prague is coming from, which I believe is the Czech Republic league. AC Milan should not have a problem dismantling them. So I'm playing AC Milan to win this game outrightly in 90 minutes. So I'm playing a straight victory in 90 minutes, and they shouldn't have a problem. They have the star players to win this game convincingly in 90 minutes. So AC Milan to win outrightly in 90 minutes at odds of 1.49. The next fixture is a game involving Benfica and Rangers. And when you check Benfica has not lost a single game in their last 5 matches. So they played this game, but they only lost after extra time. They didn't lose in 90 minutes of regulation time. You expand to 15 matches. When you expand to 15 matches, and they still have not lost a single game in 90 minutes of football at home. Then you expand to 20 games, and the last time they lost a game was in October 2023. That was literally the last time that they lost a game, and that was a Champions League game to Real Sociedad. So when they've played teams like Rangers is not a very strong team. They always do very well, And Rangers away from home, when you look at Rangers away from home, they've equally been good, but let's not forget that Rangers has mostly been playing teams in the Scottish League. And the thing is, Rangers currently is focused on winning their league. They have a very clear path to winning the league for the first time in a couple of years. And I do not think they will really, really want to put all their eggs in this Europa League competition. Winning their league will be paramount to them than any other thing. And it's for this reason that I'm double chancing Benfica to win or draw this fixture in 90 minutes at odds of 1.70. The next fixture we have is Freiburg versus West Ham. This is a very, very interesting game. When you look at Freiburg, 2.5 goals averaged at home in their last 10 matches. They score and they concede. In their last 5 matches, they've scored and conceded 5 out of 5 times. West Ham away from home, 2.5 goals averaged as well. West Ham has scored in 3 out of its last 5 away games. So when I was thinking about this game, I was thinking, what would be the best possible betting market? But the goal market is better. The goal market is better. Expect Freiburg to score a goal. You can also expect West Ham to score a goal as well. So over 1.5 goals is priced at 1.30. And the final fixture we have is a game involving high flying Marseille and Villarreal. Marcel has been in such incredible form. When you look at Marcel's home matches, um, 20 games played, right? And the last time they lost a game at home was in August. And it was a club friendly game, right? It was a club friendly game. So Marcel has gone the entire season without losing a game at home. That's incredible. Villarreal away from home, Villarreal too has had a mixed form. But then what's interesting about Marcel is Marcel has also averaged a minimum of 2.5 goals whenever they play at home, as you can see here. They've scored in every one of their last five home matches, and they've also conceded in four out of their last five home matches. Sorry, Marcel has scored in every one of its last five matches and also conceded. When you expand to 7 games, they've scored and conceded in 7 out of 7 games. So then you check Villarreal. Villarreal as well, 2.5 goals away from home. It tells you that this is a game that will produce goals. It's I would have gone for Marcel to win or draw in 90 minutes, but the problem I have is these French teams are very inconsistent, especially when they play teams from a higher league. They can be very inconsistent. Marcel can just decide to lose today to Villarreal. So the best option here is over 1.5 goals, and the odd is 1.26. And of course, you have the booking code here, the Sportybet booking code, the 1xBet booking code. And I want to wish you guys nothing but the very best and see you